Cathy. Happy Friday the 13th. Hey, everybody. I got to do all kinds of things to wake up in the morning. It's like, do I have to? Do I have to get up? Yes, you do, Cathy. Yes, you do. I'm charging up this other phone that I have, and I don't know if it makes noise. Okay. Hey, everybody, it's Cathy, representing Sassy Silver Sisters. Just saying hi. It's Friday. Just a little coffee and let everybody know what's going on. And we do have a sister lunch date. Comments, pop out comments. Hi, Susan. How is you? We see my phone's making noise. We do have, if I can find it. Sister lunch. Where are you, sister lunch? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Don't tell me it's not on here. I know it's here. Somewhere. Let's search lunch. Yes. On the 19th, we have sisters lunch. And on we have a Google Meet. Let me look for it. I've got to send their email. Where is it? Google Meet is the 31st, the last day of the month. And I'll put that in the I'll put that. Let's see. Google Meet. Oh, I know. I can imagine. Even one day puts me like in a I don't have time for this mood, but I know you were horrible. Didn't feel good. What did I say it was? The 31st? Google Meet. Google Meet. 1 p.m. the 31st. I'm losing track of everything. I'm getting old. Send email. Put notice. And supporters. I have to have notes or I'm not, I don't live properly. Let me put this up here. I don't live. I can't survive, y'all, if I don't have notes everywhere. It's craziness. Okay, I wanted to read this, and I know I've got a blog post somewhere, but I wanted to read about Friday the 13th. And I think I have the blog post from last time around. We've been having a lot of Friday the 13th lately. I know that much. It's like, come on now. You got enough problems. Okay, let's see. Okay. Here's some facts about Friday the 13th. Fear of Friday the 13th has a real name. The fear is called, don't know how to pronounce it, paraskividicatria-phobia. Whatever that means. I mean, I guess fear of Friday the 13th, but I don't know how to pronounce it. It literally means fear of Friday the 13th. Some people even avoid traveling or make big decisions that day. Now, if I had a choice, I would choose another day. But if I don't have a choice, I'm going forward anyway. It happens more often than you think. A year can have 1 to 3 Friday the 13th. Every year has at least one. Many buildings skip the 13th floor. Now, I already knew that. They label the floor 14 instead of 13 because of superstition. The number 13 was considered unlucky long ago. One belief comes from the Last Supper, where Jesus Christ and his 12 apostles made 13 at the table before the betrayal. Whoa. A historic event added to the superstition. On Friday the 13th, 1307, the Knights Templar were arrested by King Philip IV of France, which some say helped fuel the unlucky reputation. It inspired a famous horror franchise. The movie Friday the 13th made the day even more spooky in pop culture. Some people think it's lucky instead. In a few cultures, 13 is considered a lucky number, so Friday the 13th isn't feared everywhere. There's even financial superstition. Studies have shown that some people avoid shopping, flying, signing contracts. Fun twist, if you're a baker, selling treats like Cathy's Cookies and Treats. This was printed out. I went to ChatGPT and they remember everything you ask. Friday the 13th can actually be a fun marketing theme, spooky cookies, lucky 13 specials, or mystery cookie bags. I'm saving that. I did not read this whole thing, but I'm saving that because that can be a good thing. How about if I save that? How about if I save that? Yes, ma'am. ChatGPT remembers you. I'm finding out. You can't do anything in private anymore. All right, we're going to save that. And we're going to put, because I'm developing a calendar, and I'm not going to be strict about it, because this is like, what I'm going to do is like pre-sale stuff, like, hey, this is what I got. You want some, let me know. You know what I mean? For the cookies. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So what are you doing this weekend? It snowed here yesterday, and it put me all in so I don't know what to do, because some places I go, I'll be out 4 hours. I didn't know what to do. It was raining. I mean, not raining. It was snowing like crazy. So I rescheduled stuff for today because I didn't know what to do. You can't count on the weather. I had no clue what to do. Pop down. Click here to bring back. So I'm glad you got to visit the grandson. That's so much fun. That is so much fun. So I'm going to be making hundreds, literally, of cookies. And what you can do is make your dough and put it in the freezer. And then when it's time, then you can pull everything out. I've done that a few times already. So that's my adventure this weekend, because I have to have everything ready by the end of the month, so that I can deliver cookies to a couple of people, to quite a few people, actually. And I know I overdo it, but if you've got leftover, I mean, you can freeze leftover dough. What I did this last time is I froze the leftover cookies. I went ahead and baked everything, and then I froze the leftover cookies so that I could have a cookie when I feel like it. And it all worked out good. They were unfrosted, but I don't care because I'm not all about all the sweet. Yeah. Let's see, what else did I want to tell you guys? Yeah, I'll put the yeah, I even went to the post office yesterday while it was snowing like crazy. Let's see what the weather is right now. Alexa, what's the weather in Culpeper, Virginia?
In Culpeper, it's 42 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies.
It was
Today, you can look for intermittent clouds, with a high of 60 degrees and a low of 38 degrees. One more thing, I have a morning updates routine that will provide you updates on the weather and your deliveries for today. Do you want to try it?
No.
No problem.
Alexa, when is it going to snow again in Culpeper, Virginia?
No snow is expected today.
That's not what I asked. Alexa, when's the next day it's going to snow in Culpeper, Virginia?
No snow is expected in Culpeper tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, whatever. I don't care. Alexa, tell me a joke about spring.
What do flowers wear under their petals? Under plants.
Under plants. That's cute. That's cute. I never did get the Valentine's stuff put away. Don't ask. Don't ask. I just don't ask. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I've got lots and lots of stuff to do today. Okay. For those that don't know, I have all kinds of pages that I'd like you to follow, especially Cathy's Cookies and Treats on Facebook, because I have to have 100 followers in order to go live. I think that's how it goes. If I have 100 followers, then I can pop in there too and say hi on Sundays, because on Sundays I just want to say hi, make sure everybody's having a good Sunday. Oh, let me tell you something. I just happened to spy it. Hang on a minute. Okay, they make carpenter's tape in blue too. This is the old stuff. And so what happens is the glue gets dried out. And guess what you can do? Don't throw the tape away until you try this. Put it in the microwave, and I can't remember. Put it in the microwave for 10, 15 seconds, whatever. And then when you take it, when you take it out, the glue becomes, because this stuff wasn't working, and it probably ain't going to work now. Yeah, it's still working. Because I put, this is old, because I put easy to take off tape on some stuff that I want to like just temporarily, put a note on it or a date on it or whatever, so that I can use the container again for something else and use a magic marker. But anyway, so don't throw away any kind of tape until you, especially the masking tape, until you put it in the microwave. This stuff was so dried out, it was not funny. You need to at least attempt that. Just like tennis shoes, people throw them away when they get yucky. I don't. I throw them in a wash. I don't dry them. I dry them, air dry them. I throw them in the wash. You're not supposed to do that. Oh, well, it's better than throwing them away. So I'll throw them in the wash. Everybody washes their tennis shoes now, I think, in the washing machine on Gentle or whatever. But old shoes, stuff you're not supposed to wash, you do that first before you throw it away. Stuff disappears on me on this thing. Pop out comments. Hi, Lisa. So happy. Yeah, we're so happy we got another sassy baby in the mix. Everybody's in the baby mood. Alyssa, have you decided you want to plant something? A veggie or something? Something easy? Maybe just try planting flowers. Plant the flowers that, this is what I love to do. I love to plant flowers that you can capture the seeds and you'll never have to buy flower seeds again. I used to plant all kinds of, my most fun thing to plant, I don't know about the area where you are, but the most fun thing for me to plant is see, they're not snapdragons. What are they? I haven't done them in a while. And they're old. What are they? I can't think now. Hang on. Heirloom. And if you save the seeds in something dry, like I always save in an envelope. Shoot, I can't even think of it now, but they're fun. Here they are. They're fun because, let's see, categories. No, that's not the one. They have all different kinds of flowers that you can save the seeds. I think it was Dahlia was one of them. Save seeds from, let's see, Guide to Seed Saving. Let me see if I can find it. This is not what I want. How to save vegetable seeds? Whatever. I don't know anything about that. Bean seeds. That's not what I want. Save seeds from flowers. It'll come to me in the middle of the night, the name of the flower. I'm going to share this with you because other people will see this. I'm going to try. Where is it? No, that's not it. There it is. Next. Ay. Come on, Cathy. Y'all see me struggle? Y'all see me struggle all the time. Add to scene. Okay. Jeez, Louise. What is this? How to save seeds. Oh, they want you to buy something. I'm not buying anything. I am not buying anything, so we're going to have to do something else. Letting blooms dry on the plant. Let me take this off because it's not. Where are we? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Letting blooms dry on the plant, harvesting seed heads when brown and brittle, and storing them in a cool, dark, and dry environment. Key techniques include waiting until the seed heads rattle. That depends on what the seeds are doing. Paper bags to collect them and dry them. See, I put them in envelopes, and I also put the name of it, the date, and the state, because sometimes Mom would collect seeds at different Arizona, North Carolina, whatever. Because if it works in Arizona, it might not work here, that kind of thing. Okay, here we go. Types of flowers. Easy to save seeds. Cosmos, marigolds. I've done that. Sunflower, zinnias, and poppies. Avoid hybrid seeds. Moisture prevention. That's why I put it in an envelope. Well, you got to let them dry first. So we're always setting stuff out, letting it dry. Marigolds, pull the long, thin, black tip seeds out of the dead flower base. Let me tell you something. One marigold flower has a ton of seeds. I'll show you. And they're the easiest things, and you can get different colors and different sizes. Let's see what comes up here. Is it going to? Paste. For next year. That's a Facebook post. There it is. Look at that. Look how many seeds. Did we turn them?
Every single year, and that is marigolds. I enjoy marigolds because they bring in the pollinators, they help deter pests, and they're super easy to grow from seeds. So this is the time of year when things are starting to die back in the garden. So I'm going to harvest some seeds today. I wouldn't harvest from a fresh blooming flower. And I also wouldn't harvest from a flower
See when it
that's
gets
kind
brown?
of mid-dying cycle. I'm going to look for heads that are completely dried out like this one. So I just snip it off, and then you'll open up the head.
Yeah. I don't put them in jars. I put them in envelopes so they stay dry. Oh, she's got a... I never thought of that. Where you take the air out of it.
And then you'll have a whole bunch of seeds to plant next year.
See, you can do this. Start with the simple stuff. Start with the simple stuff. I can't do that. I'm in an apartment, so I root the and grow flowers or vines or whatever here and there. Now I don't have room for that because I'm baking cookies and they don't want all that kind of stuff in your kitchen. Okay, let's see. This is the weirdest thing. Start easy. Yeah. I did taste an heirloom. I don't even know the name of it. It was an heirloom. And it was not as good as it looked. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't crazy about the taste. But yeah, if you start easy, you can maybe look up. Well, you've got a yard. So go ahead. Yeah. And just look up how to, YouTube is a wonderful thing. Just look it up, how to take care of whatever plant you decide to grow. I know they like marigolds too because it's supposed to keep insects and whatever away. I don't. But there's more to yeah, YouTube is just wonderful. YouTube, you can just find out about anything you want. Mom loves YouTube. She loves it. Let me look that up. Where you just ask for it in the remote and it'll pop up. But yeah, so look them up because now people are starting their plants indoors now. And then when they get it, it'll tell you when they'll be ready to go outside. Because you don't want them you want them sturdy before you put them outside. But if you like tomatoes and you like peppers, I haven't, the tomatoes are always iffy whether or not they produce good for you. But the peppers, we didn't have a problem with peppers. So, yeah, my daughter grew this huge tomato plant one time, and she said, "That's it. I'm never doing that again," because it had a tomato worm or whatever on it, and they're about this big. She was freaked out, but I mean, that's what happens. Oh, okay. Well, if you can find the name of it, you can Google search with a picture and find the name of the lily, and it'll tell you. I had a lily forever, and it just finally decided it didn't want to be with me anymore, and it just dried up and went away. And I thought I killed it, but I think when you have it in the same pot forever and ever and ever, and that's what was going on. Now, I don't know anything about a money tree, but I do know a lady had one in her yard. Snake plant, I kill those too easy. And a lily, yeah, depending on what it is. I got mine to bloom and everything. And just like that orchid I had, I got it to bloom. I was so excited. I got it to bloom. I was like jumping for joy, jumping for joy. Then it died the next year. It was like, it made me happy for a minute. I don't like the stress. I don't like the stress, of these plants dying. Whoa. And you get attached to some plants. And that's not necessarily good. And I felt bad when the lily died, but I mean, it was, I felt bad when the orchid died, but guess what? I won't get another one. That's, to me, that is stressful. Trying to keep these plants alive. I swear, this is not good. Okay. But good. I'm glad you're trying. But it's really fun. It's really fun. I remember we grew radishes one time, never done it before. I was so happy to eat that radish. I was happy. Said, oh, my own radish. Didn't have to buy it from the store or nothing. Okay. And radishes are, what do they say? Radishes are, they have some that plants you can grow in the spring and the fall. Carrots, you can grow pretty easy, but we grew carrots, but I'm not necessarily carrot, not necessary. Throw some carrots in some soup, munch on a carrot stick with some dip. That's the extent. But it's fun. And you'll find out what you like to grow or what you're capable of growing here and there. So, okay. Now, on Fridays, it's affirmation cards. So here we go. And Mom will be back at the beginning of May, and the planting will begin. Trust me. She left me some peanut butter fudge, so I've got to get her to make me some more peanut butter fudge. I said, don't. I said, it's like a reward when I go visit her house and I grab a piece of fudge. Okay, says, I am brave, I am bold, I am strong. And it says, live a good story. I love that. Live a good story, y'all. I love that. Guess what else I'm looking into? I'm looking into acupressure. They have Chinese medicine is so old. They have all kinds of pressure points for everything you want in life. You want to feel good, press here, press there, do this 10 times. So I'm looking into that now. So it's to me, it's fun. Okay, everybody, what are y'all going to do this weekend? Let's see. I'm getting confused again. Today's Friday, the 13th. So I've got to do my Thursday chores. I've got to do my Thursday errand running. I know. We had a piece of property. We rented a piece of property. We put in a garden. And we just put it in and that was it. There was no weeding, no nothing. It all grew up, but the veggies were so good. And then we had, let's see, what else did we have? Oh, of course, the flowers. But then we had some baby chicks, and we had, of course, the cows and all that. But I'm not a farmer. I was learning as I was going. So I was the nursery. I was the baby chick person. I was the baby pig person. I was the baby, not so much the calves, because that's dangerous to mess with a calf that, so the baby chicks, we had bunnies. So I was the bunny person, the easy stuff. And it was a learning experience. Would I raise bunnies again? No. Would I do chicks again? Yeah, but not that many. And of course, the flowers and the garden. But yeah, the big animals I can't do, and I would not do. I'm too scared. Stuff like that, yeah, it's too scary. But yeah, I was the nursery. I was always taking care of a baby animal. So, okay, you guys have a great weekend. And yeah, Alyssa, one day, you don't have to win the lotto. You can just, I was what, that guy, Vanilla Ice guy, what's his real name? Vanilla Ice. I saw a video where he said the best thing to do is to go after, what did he say? He said the bad economy worked for him because if you can't pay your mortgage, you can't pay you're not paying your taxes. He said, so he went after property that had tax liens on it. But I don't have that kind of money, so I don't have to worry about it. But a lot of people buy property. It's cheaper to buy property if there's no house on it, depending. But you can, I don't know how much. To me, it was like, I love the bunnies. But when it gets hot, I had to take the big soda bottles and freeze them so they'd have something to lean against to keep cool. You had to clean the cage out. You had to make sure the mail, you have to do all this stuff. And to me, it wasn't fun. To me, it wasn't fun. And I would take them out and I would put them I'd make a little yard where the clover was so they could be out there and eat the clover and stuff like that. But to me, it wasn't fun. I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. I don't know. So he sold the animals because it was like, it wasn't like having your one pet. It was a chore, and why am I doing this? Even though I love the bunnies, the babies. Oh, I love the babies. I love the bunnies. And you have to, with the bunnies, same thing. If they're in a cage, you have to tend to them, or they protecting their spot, and they'll bite you and stuff. So I don't know. I just didn't have any fun with the bunnies. The baby animals, all the baby animals I loved. But when you have baby chicks, you also have snakes. And you have skunks after the eggs. And but that's okay. The baby chicks is short term. The bunny chore was every day. It didn't make any difference how old they were. But the baby chicks I took care of until they went to the chicken house. Then I didn't have nothing to do with them after that. The baby pigs, one time I had to take care of some baby pigs because the mama passed. And so I had to feed them and take care of them. And that was a lot of fun for me because they're hungry. But when they grew up, they went away. So I didn't do this every day. And why are you raising bunnies if you're not selling them or, that kind of thing? I just, no. That's, no. I don't know. I just, I'm not a farmer. I'm just not a farmer. But when you plant stuff to eat or because you like the flowers, it's not every single day. It's only while you're getting them to bloom and stuff like that. It's not every single day. You have to deal. And they're not animals. Oh, goats. I was the baby goat person too. That was fun because they're happy little animals. They're happy little goats. But anyway, yeah, it's okay. I don't think you have to worry about it for a while because you got a kid to raise, and that's expensive. That's expensive. It seems like everything you do is expensive. Can't even breathe. You can't have good air. You got to buy it. You can't. I was thinking about this the other day. You can't have good air. If you want good air, you got to buy it. If you want good water, you got to buy it. If you want dirt for your plants, whoever thought you would be buying dirt? Our ancestors are probably, yeah. I know, baby goats. If you ever watch them, watch the baby goats. You'll smile. They're so happy. Okay, let me get off here. I got so many things I got to get done. And I will talk to thanks a lot, Alyssa, Suzette. I will talk to you guys later. I got lots and lots and lots of things to do. I'll see you Sunday, hopefully. Gosh, it's Friday the 13th, so we're doing this. Talk to you later. Have a good one.